In this short video, I'm going to teach you something you have never heard about running ads before. So if you want to learn how to run ads professionally, whether you're a business owner, you just want to sell your product, a student, a digital marketer, or someone that just wants to make money online, then just stay with me on this video and I'm going to blow your mind. Now, it is not enough to know how to run ads. That is what a lot of people just teach you. You must know how ads work. And that is the exact secret behind a professional, a profitable ads. Okay. Now, as a digital marketer or as someone that wants to run a profitable ads, you must think like a local marketer. Now, look, an ads is actually like an hawker. You know, those people that sell mango on the road, going around, it's like an hawker going around seeking customers to compel them to buy. A local marketer, of course, that is what you do as a local marketer. If you can think this way, then you will be able to think digitally. Now look at something. We have number one, we have an hawker. I want to show you how this relates into digital marketing. Number two, we have customer. I don't want to go with seeking for now, okay? Or people, anyone. Then you have compel. Lastly, you have buy. These are steps. So you have step one, step four. Now, in digital marketing, your hawker is your creative messaging, your creative content. Your customer are your target audience in digital marketing. Compelling is your message and your call to action. And then your buy is what you now call conversion. Now, the running ads here is actually the process of seeking. So when you run ads, what your ads actually does is that your ads facilitates the time between which your hawker meets your customer. That is what your ad does. It facilitates the time between which the hawker meets a customer. Now, already this person is a potential customer and this person is willing to buy. But and your hawker can actually go before the customer and just stand and say nothing. Okay, so your ads has already helped you to complete step one and step two. But for you to make profit out of running ads, you must get to step four. So when your ads helps you to seek customers, present your hawker before your customers, your hawker can actually do one of three things. One, your hawker can stand without saying anything to your customers, to the potential customers. That is number one possibility. Number two possibility is that it can begin to say something else. Say something else. Okay? Then another possibility is that your hawker can actually market your product to your customers. That is, compel them to buy. Now, my question is, among these three, which one of these options do you think will get to stage three and lead to stage four? Well, you can answer that question. Of course, that would be option C. Now, you realize something that what your hawker, when you run ads, your ads are just help you to fulfill step one and two. Now, at step three, what is your hawker saying? And remember, your hawker is actually your creative content. Those video you make, those picture you make. If your picture is not marketing your product, you will run ads, you will spend money, but you will not have the outcome that you are looking for. When you look at all these advert about running ads, they just teach you how to run ads. They don't look at all of these things because you can actually run ads. You will get to stage one and two, but you will not get to stage four. And it's at the stage four where you begin to make profit. All right. Now, so you realize that in running ads, your content is very, very key. So you must understand content making. In fact, content is even more important, so much important than all the settings of running your ads, because by the time you run your content and you get to stage two, stage three, you are stuck because you just stand there, you're not saying anything. Or you meet people, you want to sell a product, and then you meet people that are discussing sports, and then you begin to discuss sports, you forget about your business. Okay, now that is just one phase of it. Okay, now if you understand that okay, content is important, you there is this trap that you now begin to focus on content alone. But if we now go deep into, please, I have to take this out because of space. Now, if you go deep into phases of hearts, if you go deep into the phases of hearts, you will realize that content is not just the most important thing. Content is an aspect of things. In fact, it's understanding the phases of ads that you now understand a broader view of how ads work. And when you have this proper understanding of how ads actually work, you'll be able to know what to do at each point. Okay. So, for instance, we talk about the phases of ads. That means the phases, the steps that your ads go through before you can actually make money from it. Right. So the first step is actually the review phase, right? Now this is the phase where the algorithm checks whether you meet the standards, whether you are not violating any rules of the algorithm. Then the next phase, we have what we call the active phase. This is the phase where your ad is actually approved that okay, yes, you have met every requirement. And take note that every platform on which you are running your ads, especially meta ads, they are likely not going to reject your ads. Whether your ad is good, whether your creative content is nonsense, provided you are not violating their rules, especially nudity and all of that, they will promote, they will allow your ads to go. They need the money because that is how they make your money. So don't just think because you are running ads, you automatically make money out of it. The platform on which you are running ads, so they want to make money out of you. All right. So you have the active phase. Now your ad is running. The next phase is your learning phase. Learning phase. Now, the learning phase, this is the point where the algorithm or the platform now wants to understand who is this ad meant for. And then they will now begin to look at your metadata, which means the things you wrote on your ads, the content of your ads, they will put it in the front of different people to check and to test, okay, who is this particular ad actually meant for? Now, by the time they now discover who your ad is meant for, you now get to a point where they call the optimization. Now, the optimization phase is supposed to be the phase where you now begin to have conversion. Because now, this is the point where the algorithm now understand, okay, these are your customers. These are your potential customers. And then they bring your content before your potential customers. And then what now happens? All those work you did at the beginning of that we discussed earlier, talking about the three steps of your running ads, some of those things begin to play out, and some other things that you're supposed to do later. Now, number one, we have earlier we mentioned about your creative content, right? So, for you to have conversion at the optimization phase, good conversion, when your content appear at the right cost before your customers, your creative content, like we mentioned, your creative content, that means the message that you said in your content. Another one is your landing page. Now, the landing page, you can look at it this way. As an author, you have been able to successfully, you know, convince your customers that, oh, this is what I sell, this is what I do, and all of that. And now they are happy to buy from you. But by the time they look at the packaging of what you promise, yes, maybe what is the content may be very good, but your packaging is poor. That is your landing page. And in this course, we are going to help you build a website free of charge to help you, present your product, your businesses in a proper way. All right, so that you don't lose customers from this end, even though your ad is working properly. Now, another thing that people also lose out on is ease of engagement. Ease of engagement. Okay. Okay, someone is willing to buy from you. Your content creative is good, your landing page is okay, but now it is difficult to even make the engagement. So I want to purchase from you. Just okay, look at this now. There are some people that sell products and you use their POS and they will still charge you for using their POS to buy from them. Right? For me, it is easy for me to I would rather prefer someone that I can buy and use my card without paying extra charges for using my card to buy from you. So you see, you have made it a bit difficult to engage with your business. So if engaging with your business is much more difficult, if it is difficult to engage with your business, you're also likely to lose customers. Okay. Now, lastly, is your response time. So everything is okay, but your response time is poor. I can remember I ran a ad for a particular company at a particular time, and they had massive leads, about 200 per day, but the response time was poor. There was literally no one dedicated at the back end to attend to customers. And before you know it, they didn't make much out of those massive leads. You see, because attention is time. All right. So when people give you their attention, you must maximize it immediately. If your landing page, if you are using WhatsApp as your final landing page, when people connect, respond. You don't wait for 24 hours, before you get to people. So response time, you can lose people at this particular end. This is just a scratch on a scratch on how hard work. Okay, it's just one of the things you are going to learn in this course. Okay, in this course, not just that we are going to teach you how to actually run ads, all those steps, which is the common one. We'll go into details of what we are just touched now, of how hard work. Also, we'll help you to create a website, free website, where you can better present your product. We'll also go into AI optimization. We'll also go into content creation strategies, so that at this stage, you start off. And also, we also look at metrics analysis. You see, sometimes when your ads is functioning properly and is giving you good vibes, is giving you all the leads that you want, it does not mean you should stop there. All right, you can touch on your metrics analysis to make things better. And when your ads is actually not working, it does not necessarily mean that your creative is bad. If you go into your metrics analysis, you are going to understand which one of these am I doing wrongly. So metrics analysis tells you where to touch. Oh, am I supposed to look at my response time? Am I supposed to work on my engagement, the ease of engagement? Am I supposed to work on my landing page? Or am I supposed to change my creative content entirely? And if you are changing your creative content entirely, it means that you're actually changing your whole heart. You are creating something totally different. Okay, so metrics analysis will help you to do that. And in this course, we are going to break all of these things down to the bottom. These are the things you cannot get from your usual digital marketing course. So register for this course right now. Okay, we have a slash of about 50%, from 20,000 naira to about 9,000. Okay, 9,000 plus. So register for this course right now, and I promise is really going to you are going to get more than you actually pay for. I can guarantee that you are going to get more than you actually pay for. So I would love to see you in class. There's a 20% slash, and of course there's a 50% slash rather, and that is a temporary discount. So please take advantage of the class right now and join. Whether you're a business owner, you're a student, you're a digital marketer, or you just want to learn more about running of ads, or you just want to earn money online. I would love to see you in class. Thank you very much.